Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bathmat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Studio Series Live Action Transformers Starscream. Well, I suppose that's what Studio Series means. Eh. So, this is Starscream from the 2007 movie. There are a couple of recolors of this figure that I like. You have a more tattooed design, which I really like. But this one I got in a box set, so I don't know, I'm not gonna complain. It's a very good figure. I really like this figure. And it's cool. This design, I know, is a bit controversial, the Dorito of Doom, but I don't know. It's really grown on me, as most of the Bayverse designs have. Like, I definitely there are some that I like more than others, but I can like them, and I basically just treat them as it's its own continuity. So like, yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. But I get why you wouldn't like it. Like, it is a weird design, really wide upper body, thin arms. You got like chicken legs, and yeah, but. So, yeah, I get why you might not like it, but, my goodness, excuse me, I do, and I think this figure is really good. It has better posability than you would expect for such a weird design. Like, it definitely doesn't have some things, like, there's no waist rotation because of all the transformation, but his arms are actually very well articulated, and you can manipulate and bend them in so many different ways to get whatever pose you could want. Like, you can scratch his head as he patches Tommy. And yeah, I think it's a really fun design. Now, for weapons, depending on which version you get, like, I believe the tattooed version from the second movie, or maybe it's the third, I don't know, comes with a buzzsaw, which is cool. And this one came with like a missile launcher thing. And you can put it on by taking his hand, folding it up, and then it plugs right in. And voila! Now he has his missiles. Pew pew! And if you have both, I believe you can put both of them on one figure. Like, so they're interchangeable. So that's cool. And yeah. Now, this Starscream, like, figure does hold a very special place in my heart. Not because of this one specifically, but I know in my first review I said that the Siege Starscream was one of my first Starscreams, if not the first. After thinking about it a bit, it was definitely one of the firsts, but not the first. The first Starscream that I had was very similar to this one. I believe it was a mech, like, from the line, like, Mech Tech. And it was one of my first Starscreams that, like, actually my first Starscream, I can say that definitively, that I unfortunately no longer have anymore. It slowly kept breaking over time, and I eventually just had to basically throw it out. Like, it had one missing leg, it had this part of its arm missing on this side, and this part of its arm missing on, like, this side, so then I think I took, like, this hand and put it on this side. The back was messed up. It had like missing wings or fins in the vehicle mode. But I just didn't want to get rid of it because it was such a cool. Oh yeah, the weapons were broken. Because I used to be very hard on my figures, and that bothers me now. But it's in the past, and I can't change that. But yeah, I actually always transformed him wrong. It was pretty funny. But, and this figure seems to be, like, basically an updated version of that. And so I really like transforming him over and over again because it really reminds me of that original figure. So, without further ado, let's get to the transformation. So first, take the hands, fold them up, like so. Then, we'll just open up the back a little bit and leave it there because you got to unlock a couple of things and then you can really start to move it. Come in here, unlock these two parts, and then bring them down. Oh yeah, and I mean, since it's not too hard. Close these in. And if you, for some reason, wanted to do the bath mat original way of transforming it, back when I was a wee lad, you take this, bend it down, and it was something like that. Maybe something with the arms. I probably had them like this way. But yeah, I think it was like sideways like this. So yeah, if for some reason you want to have it the way that I transformed it, there you go. But anyway, so getting back to the actual transformation. So take this, bend it down like that, fold all these in, then unfold this, flip out the entire nose cone and flip that up. Then you can fold that back, take the arms. Oh, I took out the arms again. Oops. Put those back in. Anyway, fold all this in, then fold this in again. Then rotate the arm around. You can actually do that when it's out here for easier access. Then that folds in like this. Come on, peg in. There we go. It's a little hard to show you. Like, that's right where it pegs in. But you can feel it connect in there. Take this side, do the same thing. Fold that in. Then bring this down. Peg that in. Then bring the arms down and peg that in. Then you can take this panel, flip it around. Then you come back here. And then you bring down the chicken legs, straighten out the toes. Just for, so that you have some room to work with, what I always do is I bring that in just for a step coming up. But you don't have to. Take that, fold that in, bring these up. And basically what that did was it just lowered the landing gear so that when I bring this down, I have a little bit more room to work with. So then what I do is I lift these up now, just so that you can, I always remembered whenever anybody would have a version of this Starscream, these were always broken, including on mine. So I just lift them up out of the way now so that I don't put any pressure on them or anything like that. I don't even know if they have a risk of breaking on this figure. It's just because of the old one, that's what I always do. So then you bring all this down. Hey, you're not supposed to bend it down like that. Then that pegs in there. Then you take these pieces, bring them in, then slot them down like that. And then you can bring these back up, and you're done. And this is such a good vehicle mode. Like, I love this. Like, this is an F-22 Raptor. I didn't even have to look it up this time. I just knew that because I love this plane design. This is a really cool plane. Pretty good kibble management. It, like, has a couple of, like, robot parts, but, like, overall, it's still quite sleek and everything like that. And I think that's really cool. And yeah, if you can take the, oops, I bumped the camera. You can take the missiles and peg them right there. Or if, you want it anywhere else, you have right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, that you can just peg. You can use this peg to peg it in all over this figure. And yeah. Oh, and this guy has landing gear. So you can bring those down right there. And then if you come up here, flip that down. Now he can sit down. And yeah, it's really good. My goodness, I don't know what I'm coughing about. But yeah, this figure, I love it. It's a super good figure. And I would definitely recommend it. So, yeah, without further ado, this has been Bath Mat Reviews. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. And, of course, comment on who you want to see next. Bye.